My 1968 film, Medium Cool, is being shown again. In fact, it's being shown this Friday up at University of California in Santa Barbara. And it's the anniversary of JFK's assassination on that very day.
You want to move over here, please? Let's go. Time is money. Let's go.
There's a scene in Medium Cool that deals with the assassination.
Okay. All right, who here is old enough to vote?
Well, I took my physical last week.
Physical to vote?
Why are you working for Kennedy?
Well, he's the best.
Really great.
Even my old man
He's
says
got
so.
long hair.
Against
the war.
What are you doing here?
She's my friend.
He's an idealist. He's for anyone who hasn't got a chance.
No,
Who are you for?
I just don't like him. I mean, because of Oswald and Dallas and all of that stuff.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, I think that he should have looked into it. I mean, I think there's a lot of serious questions that haven't been answered. Hell, in the Saturday Evening Post, there was a proven statement that the CIA knew about Lee Harvey Oswald's trip to Mexico only 2 months before John Kennedy was killed.
I showed this scene to Robert Kennedy's son, Robert Kennedy Jr., and he said that his father had serious doubts about Oswald and the Warren Commission report.
And now, for the first time ever, we're learning that JFK's own brother and his Attorney General, Robert Kennedy, was, quote, fairly convinced that Lee Harvey Oswald did not act alone.
He was warned by President Johnson and J. Edgar Hoover that it would be bad for the country if he said anything about it.
And now Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has told a Dallas audience that his father was deeply skeptical and thought the Warren Commission report was a shoddy piece of craftsmanship.
During his lifetime, Robert Kennedy went along with the idea that the Warren Commission was right in saying that President Kennedy was killed by a lone gunman. Now you have his son and namesake saying that he thought there might have been a conspiracy. That's news.
This is likely to reignite the debate over the Kennedy assassination, providing conspiracy theorists with something new to bolster their theory that others were involved in killing President Kennedy.
Such people who ask questions now are called conspiracy theorists.
Some people still have conspiracy theories about whether Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone or not.
Conspiracy theories.
Plethora, maybe a deluge, a Johnstown flood of conspiracy theorists.
Well, now those theories are coming from a rather prominent voice, none other than Secretary of State John Kerry.
To this day, I have serious doubts that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone.
Just as Robert Kennedy was told not to look further into who Oswald was, 50 years later, John Kerry, although he has his questions about Oswald, when asked further, what were they?
I'm not going to get into that.
He said, I rather not discuss it.
That certainly would be surprising to a lot of people that those are your views. Would you care to elaborate?
No, I just have a point of view.
Oswald was interrogated for over 12 hours. It was by the FBI, Secret Service, and the Dallas police. One would think that at least normal police interrogation procedures of recording or at least stenography would be present when they were questioning the assassin of the President of the United States. And yet we're told for those 12 hours or so, there is none. The question of who was Harvey Oswald and what his connections were with the CIA has not been revealed. The material is there, but it remains secret. The CIA said they can't release the documents that they have on him until 2017 for national security reasons. What national security about a 50-year-old important historic event has to be concealed?
My father thought that somebody was involved, Kennedy Jr. revealed to a Dallas audience. The evidence at this point, I think, is very, very convincing that it was not a lone gunman. When it was suggested that the culprits could have been the mob or Cubans, Kennedy Jr. added, quote, or rogue CIA agents.
The secrecy surrounding Oswald and who he is casts a pall of doubt over the whole report, which should not be dismissed by the derisive term conspiracy theory.